Hi, my name is Scott Marker, and this is another episode of Treasure Valley NIA Quick Tips. What it is I'm a franchise owner of Network in Action here in the Treasure Valley. I was the number 27th franchise. It's and what it is we put together groups. I have three that we get local, high caliber business owners to get together and try to help each other grow our business. Out of that, I meet a lot of local experts in their field, and I just try to bring them on the show to share their expertise with the audience. And today's a perfect example. Hey, David, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey Scott, my name is David Foster. I am the owner of Luminaire Smart Homes here in the Treasure Valley, and we do primarily home theater systems, home automation, all of the fun stuff that goes into a person's home or business.
Cool. So, when it comes to the whole smart home thing, kind of give some buckets because when someone says smart home systems, I mean my mind goes all over the map. From first thing it goes to is like my sprinklers and my lighting and all that type of stuff. But then from there, I know you guys also do a fancy, AV type stuff. So kind of give the buckets that you guys all do.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, people ask that question all the time. What is a smart home? It's whatever you want it to be. You can have some people have a Ring doorbell camera and they feel content with that as a smart home, and to
Right.
them it is. And so we don't try to classify that necessarily. We just help to educate and showcase products that might work well for people. Um, there are a huge amount. I mean, obviously, this is a super hot space, huge market, and growing daily. Lots of very good products out there that are smart products. What happens a lot of times is people will get three or four or five products that are all very good independent products. But now they have this situation where they have to open up a different app every time they
Yeah.
want to use one feature of their house.
Yeah.
So we use a system called Control 4. There are about five of the larger methods like this. Control 4 is the one that we have been using for years. And if you think of it as an operating system for your home, the actual scientific term is an aggregator. So they take multiple products and turn it into one unified
Oh,
experience, and deals with every system of the house, all the way from security and lighting to HVAC to the fun stuff, AV. All of it is kind of under one roof, so to speak. And then with some install and programming, we can unify it to all look the same on your phone or
oh,
voice
cool.
control. It's pretty unlimited what it can do, and we just try to make the system as simple and easy to use as possible for the homeowner.
Yeah, that'd be the key. Is it makes me think about my which I just have to reprogram again. But for your TV, so you got your
Yeah.
you got your yes, you have still have a VCR, but you have your VCR, and then you have your sound stuff going, and then you have your TV, and you get your
Yeah.
smart have to reprogram. But then I'm thinking from there it branches out to now you have like we were talking before the show. That's my first concern is in the past I had some different like something that controlled my alarm system that controlled my HVAC, but now all that stuff doesn't communicate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
With
you get
with
to a
with that
certain
because
point
there's
and
so
it
many different
becomes
systems.
right. Yeah. It gets to a certain point and you can have a complicated scramble, and it's doesn't need to be. We can simplify that and unify it to where it's very easy to use, very intuitive. So
So give me an example with this control four system. Is if give me some example here. Here, we're doing this out of the Treasure Valley, Idaho. So here in the Treasure Valley, Idaho, what are some of your customers that you ran into that have like just a hodgepodge of systems, and how you help with your system to get them all talking together?
yep, we do it all the time. So Control 4, for example, can work both with other products for the most part and its own products. So really, if we're going into an existing home, we'll take a quick assessment of what they have, what their desires and needs are, and then we can really quickly engineer a system that will work with what they have currently for the most part, as well as some upgrades. So, a good example is you come home and you disarm your alarm, and we can have lighting scenes tied to that, to where lights go on to a certain level throughout the house, pathway
Oh,
lighting, music comes on. I mean, really, it's all about customizing your home to make it your space and making it very simple and secure. So we get to do some pretty cool things in the theater space. So just it really depends. Every job is custom, and it just depends on what the client wants and what they're after. And a lot of times what'll happen is we'll get a client that starts with one thing, and then they realize that they can go other places now with the Control4 system. And so it's really fun to watch these projects
on
start
that right
and
there, give
develop.
give a specific example of what someone's done.
We
Kind of
just did
combined
a
systems.
project. Yeah, absolutely. We did a project just not too long ago where they hired us for a sound studio. He's a drummer, and he wanted to do a cool studio with lighting and whatnot. And so they came into our showroom on 45th and Chinden now, and looked over what we had for options for sound treatment and that kind of thing. And then they happened to go into our theater and experience that. And then they wanted us to build a theater. And then next thing you know, we're doing lighting control. It just, people see this stuff and how cool it is and how easy it is to use. And honestly, it's limitless what we can do with it. We just need to have kind of reference to what their needs and wants are. And we can go small, we can go really, really big.
Right, right. So, so the one thing you said is, I come home, and I can make it so that my garage door goes up, and then is it a bunch of things can happen? Is that what it is? Or when you just disarm your
Yeah.
alarm, then like you said, lights come on more on or at less
Yeah.
on.
So, I see where you're going. Yeah. Once you have systems in place, it's really up to your creativity and what you want to do. So, for instance, on the security front, Control4 has a little built-in system called Moccupancy with an M. And the design there is that if you have smart lighting throughout your house, when you're home and using it on a daily basis, it's actually recording. It takes a timestamp periodically of the state of the lights throughout your house. And then when you leave and you set your alarm to away, or if you just are leaving out of town, that will switch into play mode, and then lights will continue to, like the Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone kind of thing. It looks like someone's home. And so those
That
are
is cool.
super simple methods that just kind of happen behind the scenes. It's really nice to have certain lighting automated. Shades go up and down in the morning. Some people like the automated experience. Some people want to do it manually. It just really, the sky is the limit to be able to customize your home for your own personal experience. And it just, with a little programming, we can make anything happen. So
Perfect. Now to talk about like somebody, like you said, they hear your surround sound, or they hear it. What type of, what do you help what do you help people do? Let's say they have a man cave, right?
mhm.
And they say,
Yep.
hey, I want this to be where I go to watch games and
Yep.
UFCs and loud music.
Yeah. We love to do that. That's some of our favorite work in this arena here. So we have, in our theater space, we have a 11 channel. It's a 7.1.4. It's a full Dolby Atmos surround theater. So sound all around you. It's an experience. That's all I can say. You need to just
Yeah.
come in and hear it for yourself.
And real
But
quick,
yeah,
give your address real quick where you're at.
yep, we're at 45th and Chinden. The address is 4464 West Chinden Boulevard. We are open daily from 8 to 4.
Perfect.
Currently, appointments by invite for now, but would love to meet you here and walk you through it and show you what we have here. Got some very impressive separate venues and little vignettes showcasing theater, high-end 2-channel audio, security, lighting, kind of, there's something for everybody here.
Cool. Yeah, because I want someone. I went into your old one. I haven't seen your new one yet, but it was
Yeah,
just again, like you said, you got to kind of experience it, because you just don't. I mean, I used to have I thought a fancy system, Bose and all the system and stuff, and
yeah,
nothing like what you had, because you guys everything set up perfect. But okay, back to the man cave. So you said that's one of
yeah.
your favorite things to do.
Yep. So my background is I've been an electrical contractor since 2005,
Oh,
and I've been in the home automation space since about 2009. And so I moved a good buddy here from Nashville, and he's a audio production engineer. And so we love setting up theater spaces with the right equipment for it. You know, it's very important to customize the space and make sure you have the correct treatment, sound treatment for a space, correct lighting. Um, and again, according to budget and need and desire, we can build pretty much any kind of space you want. But it's fun to be able to go into a person's home and just have a regular room that they don't use or they use lightly, and to totally transform it into a full-on man cave or theater space. Again, not everybody goes to that level, but we can certainly scale up or down and build a custom space that people love and want to spend time in, and it just adds value to the house and turns into an area that people love being in. So we've done a good number of dedicated theaters now. We hope to do a lot more. It's something people are excited about, and we can lend a lot of expertise and help in that direction. So
Perfect. But I want you to tell this leads right into my next question, which you partially explained already. But like, what makes you guys different? And I love the fact you said Darren joined you, because that,
yeah,
I mean, what a great, I mean, that's just, that expertise just isn't as rare in a
yeah.
company.
Yeah, we thank you. We appreciate that. It's something we're proud of. I'm a two-state master electrician. Darren is a production audio engineer, so he's been
Wow.
running sound stages for large venues, and we've kind of honed our practice and our passion into the home theater and home automation space. So we're not just a couple guys pulling wire. We've got a wealth of experience behind us in a lot of different areas that we're able to really utilize in this market very effectively, and love what we do, and have it in our homes and our spaces, and it's something that we're very proud of. So we're constantly learning, constantly educating ourselves. It's a rapidly expanding, changing space. It takes time to stay on top of it, but we come at it from a couple angles that not every integrator has both sides. We're a licensed electrical contractor. We don't advertise that, but we can do our own electrical work for installs, so it makes it easier for the client for construction schedules, that kind of thing. And then the end result is, I like to refer to Darren as an AV geek who agonizes over sound like I agonize over lighting, and the end result is pretty phenomenal. So
No, that's awesome. That really that really kind of differentiates what you bring, what you guys are, like you said, than just a couple guys pulling wire, or ladies just pulling wire, not knowing
yeah,
what they're doing, throwing in
I
some
use
stuff for
guys
you.
loosely, the
Yeah,
universal guys. Yeah.
yeah. So hey, and then you just got talking about keeping up with the
Yeah.
times and stuff. Where'd you just get back from?
Yeah, we just went to CEDIA last year in Dallas. CEDIA is the Consumer Electronics. I always forget, it's the Custom Electronics Design and Installation Association. So
Yeah.
CEDIA is the mecca, if you will, for custom integrators like us. Always new products coming out, always new, better ways to do things. Part of our job is to daily keep our ear to the floor and see what's coming out and how to stay on top of it, so we're not selling old equipment to people, and understanding the technology as it changes. But this year was amazing that the event is a 4-day event. We were only there for 2 days this year, but just a phenomenal experience. I mean, able to listen to some of the best theaters in the world that you could ever
Wow.
listen to. Some of this, we won't get into the price tag attached with some of these systems, but just a mind-blowing experience. And then it's really cool also to see the passion that these people that you work with and different vendors and some of these brands, people really love what they do, and it's exciting to see that passion and that dedication and that level of professionalism, and then be able to translate it into people's homes here on a daily basis as well. So phenomenal experience. We'll be there every year. Highly recommended, even for just people who are curious about the space. I think next year is in Colorado, so a little bit easier to get to from the Treasure Valley, but a great experience for any audiophile or any tech geek like us who
Yeah.
wants to check out the latest and the greatest.
And again, that's showing out again how you guys are different, because again, you guys are keeping up on times and not selling. I mean, keeping up. And if somebody wants to know, and they have an unlimited budget, right? Not everybody does. I don't, but someone might say, hey, I want the best. You'll know what the best is, or
Yeah,
or the best options, because might not be
for
one,
sure.
might be a couple, but the best options
Yep.
because you're keeping up to date, you and your company and
For
team.
sure. Yep. We're always learning ourselves, but we like to point people in the right direction once we have. And again, I don't want to, scare away. This isn't just for the rich, or for the wealthy, I should say.
Right.
There are simple ways to start with a one-room solution, very cost effective. We can truly scale up or down and
Okay.
create the right solution for people. And then we love to showcase what we have and educate. So the best way is to come into the showroom and get a sense about what we do and just have a conversation and see if we can help out for sure.
Cool. So you kind of have a full spectrum from someone just wanting to do a simple sound room
Yep,
or simple home automation, smart automation to get it
100%.
started.
Yeah,
Maybe a security system and the windows and blinds going up and down, and then
yep,
maybe from there they like you guys so much, a year they save up their money, and next year they bring you in to do the next
right.
project.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect. Hey, well, it's been awesome having you on today, and again, I'm sure enthusiasts out there will be excited because again, there's here in the area, your expertise is rare, which because I'm third generation. I mean, I love seeing what you guys are doing and bringing here is awesome. So, hey, what would be the best way to reach out to you? And
Mark.
I'll have your information in the show notes. But what's the
Oh,
best
sure.
single best way?
I would say start with the website. It's boisesmarthomes.com.
Okay,
Homes is
easy.
plural, boisesmarthomes.com. That's the best way. Everything is on there. Our philosophy, what we do, contact info. It's a great place to start.
Awesome. Hey, well, thanks for coming on today, David, and thanks for listening, folks. Have a good day.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.